Now we are going to start Linux operating system. Here, the first basic definition, we are going to cover the basic definition, and it will be going like a completely theory. But what are required? This what requires the basic developers and the basic programmers, like a freshers, like a 1 or 2 years experience of people, that front-end developers, like a back-end developers, and it requires this basic definition. The interview time also they ask like the basic questions, like some situation, what is an operating system, what are the responsibilities, how it works. This kind of questions we are going to face, right? So only theory here. The later we are going to enter the Linux operating system with the full-fledged the lab oriented. Right now we are going to only focus theoretical. So what is an operating system? Everyone knows the operating system is nothing but a software. It is a software, and it can manage and controls. It can manage and controls. What controls it? It controls hardware and software applications. Just you imagine what it does. So when you are playing one VLC player, when you are playing one VLC player and you are providing one data, what type of data you are providing? Like a video file you are providing. Video file. This video file decoded with the help of this VLC software application. This is a software application, and the software application want to execute it want to run different area, different environments. Like it requires some hardwares. What type of hardwares? Suppose it is a video file, definitely it requires some desktop screen, it requires, right? And one more hardware is also it requires, like speakers. Just to imagine, when you are playing one VLC player, software application is decode your data video file, and the video is placed on particular screen, desktop screen, and the parallelly the audio is also released as a output. So here what the operating system will be does. Here the operating system is a mediator between the software application and hardware application. What data the software application releases, and hardware, this operating system will be allocate some memory to the particular hardware, right? Allocate the memory for the software, and it can run the process, synchronize this task, right? So just you observe, operating system works like a mediator between the machine, the computer hardware and software application. The software programs interact with the computer hardware resources like a CPU, memory, and storage, different areas. And one more, this operating system works like a government, either boss. In your company there is a boss, so this government gives some flexibilities and some rules to the public. The same way the boss is also provides some facilities, resources to employees, and what you do and where you entered, some areas restricted, some areas you are allowed to enter, and you do only particular work, you never do the other works, and you are never influenced, that you are never interact, otherwise you are never takes the data, others data, right? So this government gives what type of facilities, and your boss gives what type of facilities. These are like as per computer point of view, this operating system is also gives the type of environment. Suppose when you are running on application, when you are running that application, this software, suppose there is a VLC player, either you want to play one video game, right? One game. So while you running a particular game, it requires particular memory. For running the application, it requires random access memory, and same one, if it requires ROM is also already that game already installed. So what directly you want to run, you never want to install, directly you are playing the game. And here RAM provides some space, that some memory for running this application, and the parallelly when you are playing the game, it requires some storage place, the permanent storage place, right? So this all activities done by operating system provides this kind of resources, share this kind of resources, and this game requires some CPU space, right? processor speed, right? So this all can be done by this operating system, and we are going to focus like operating system having different kind of responsibilities and functionalities. We are going to focus only the fundamental functionalities and fundamental responsibility. The first one is the resource management. So resource management is nothing but the CPU, memory, hard disk, input output device management. So when you are playing when you are running any software application, software program, any task needed, what it needs, that resources can be shared by this operating system. And one more is the process management. What does the process management? It can manage the creation and scheduling and termination. These kind of works can be done by this process management, and it can be communicate with the different kind of process. And one more, third one, memory management. Third one is like memory management. So this memory management is allocating and deallocating the memory. So when you are playing a game, it allocates some memory, and when you stop and when you close the game, directly it can deallocate the complete memory, and what a permanent storage, that data is also stored in separate area. Ensure that each process and program access to the memory it needs to run. So which application requires the memory, it will be provides. And one more major responsibility is like device management. Like a simple input output device. So manage the flow like a printer. It is a printer. Just you imagine. So if while you are printing 100 pages, when you are printing 100 pages, suddenly when you reach the 50 page, and power will be gone. When the power comes, and it will be starts from 51 only, and that kind of data, I mean that it can manage, it can synchronize the data, the when it starts and where it stops, and again it will be execute like a deadlock. It is focused like a cycle, data cycle. And user interface is also one kind. User interface. OS allows users to interact with the machine. Interface can be graphical user, like a interface is nothing but a GUI. Actually, it is a GUI, and it can allow the user to interact with the machines like a mouse and a command line, with a mobile screen, touch screen, this kind of things, right? And one more, it provides one more responsibility, that is security. It protects the machines and data from unauthorized access. Like suppose you are having user account in one particular machine, user account. So when you want to enter your machine, definitely you provide username and passcode. These both are most important. If in case anyone will be mismatched, it never allows, right? So this can be provide one type of security. So here one more is also most important, that is file management. Like creating a file, deleting a file, and organization of the files and directories. So this folders and file structure is also one of the activity responsibility of this operating system. And network, one more is network. The provides network functionality to enables the machine to communicate with each other and share resources and access the internet. So that is a network. And when we are going with this lab sessions, definitely we provide some network activities like inbound rules and outbound rules, and we are allowing only particular IP address to our Linux machine, and that how the traffic will be enable and disable. That kind of work we clearly focus, and how we are attaching a memory to this Linux machine, that everything we are going to cover. And system service, the timekeeping and event logging and error handling, these all kind of activities done by this operating system. Thoroughly, these are the functionalities, how it works, how the operating system works. As operating system works by managing the computer resources and providing the platform for software application to run on, and providing a user friendly interface for user to interact with the computer. And this is a basic definition. Just you observe, if in case you are a programmer, if in case you are a programmer, first you want to execute a program execution. So you are a programmer, you write one code, suppose, just you observe, the write code is also one activity. So program execution, where you execute, if you want to execute your program, this program is having one specific software, right, where you want to attach that, where you are install that in this operating system only, right? So that can be. And your program is required some input output devices, right? Input output devices, and program creation and error detection, and one more is accounting, security and production, file management, and communication, right? Suppose if you are programmer, definitely you require some particular environment to run your code, and you develop your program and your application where you run, and it requires specific software. The operating system provide these all facilities to your program. So as per program point of view only, I was explained. So operating system is supports for different facilities to every users, every kind of users. So now I'm going to focus on different types of operating system in real life, right? So in the real market there are plenty operating systems are there, and everyone knows the now, every desktop user and every laptop user, everyone knows this operator. We are very familiar with this Windows, and developed by Microsoft, and popular for desktop and laptop, everyone knows. And Mac OS, and it was developed by Apple, and for only for Apple's, only for Apple desktops and laptops, and laptops. And another one, Linux, it is free and open source. Free in the sense, the free of cost you will be get this Linux, and you can convert your operating system as per your requirement. Based on this distribution basic code, you will be get entire Linux code, and you can customize that operating system, and you will be create your own operating system. But the basic layer is Linux, and this is the most important, and we are going to cover this only. And there is Android, the specially everyone knows Android is for specially designed for mobile, the developed by Google. And iOS, the Mac OS is for Apple desktop and laptops, and iOS is for and Apple mobiles and iPods. And there is one more developed by this Chrome OS. It is for Chromebooks. It is developed by Google. And embedded OS. Embedded OS. What is this embedded OS? So are electronic appliances like a washing machine, refrigerator, and TV remotes. This kind of all the works the based on this operating system used in different devices like a cars and a medical equipment and appliances provide real-time control and connectivity. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.